Hey guys, Infinite Dreamer here, and today we're going to be exploring an adventure on Void Realms. Now I'm going to give you guys a little tutorial on how to get started on adventure, and I'm going to explain what everything is. So on your sidebar where it says adventure, you have rank, XP level, power level, gems, balance, ping, and TPS. Now we're only going to focus on rank through balance. So rank is pretty much associated with power level. You get power level by mining or digging up dirt, fighting, things like that. In order to know your power level, you're going to do /stats and it'll tell you your overall power level as well as everything individually. So as you do each of these things, you'll earn XP towards your power level, and as your power level goes up, you'll go up ranks. Now, if you do /ranks, it'll come up with all of the ranks here. And the first one you start with is rank 1, which is power level 0, and then you keep going up. So when your power level gets to 10, you go to 2, 50, you go to 3, etc. Now gems. A lot of people ask what gems are, and gems is pretty much another currency to buy different things. If you do /shop, it'll come up with this here, and you can buy Mcmmo levels. Here you can buy XP, and XP is useful for slime fun items, which I'll get to in another video. Here you can buy gems. So you can actually buy gems with real money here on the side where it says balance. So that's money that you earn in-game from selling items and farming, things like that. You can also buy keys with gems by doing /keys. And you can donate for keys, which means you go to voidrealms.net and you click on shop and you can buy legendary keys and mystic keys. You can also use your gems for keys, which is very useful. And you can buy a vote key for 1,000, a mystic key for 15,000, and a legendary key for 25,000. You can earn gems by just mining blocks and they'll automatically come out of them. So I find that super easy if you're mining in a cave. Now we're going to get on to exploring adventure. So there's 4 ender chests when you first spawn in, and you have the slime fun guide, warp tutorial, a random teleport, which you can do /RTP and it'll randomly teleport you into a part of the wilderness, and then the website name where there's forums, things like that. So we're going to go ahead and go to the crates room, and I'll show you a little bit there. So here's the crates room, and the vote crate is when you go to voidrealms.net, you can vote 6 times every single day, and I believe 2 of the votes is every 12 hours, which is super cool because you can end up getting 8 keys, and if you left click, it'll tell you all of the items that you can possibly get. And these here are used for slime fun, these ingots. And then the mystic crate is the second best crate where you can get these items, which are extremely useful. Heavenly kit is one of my favorite items, as well as the pickaxe. But the pickaxe does come in heavenly kit, so if you get the heavenly kit, that's great. Same with legendary crate, except it's called God kit, and it is the best kit on the server. You can get all of these items. And you can even get server ranks. So there's Vortex, Abyss, Divine, Oblivion, and Infinity. And all of the prices are on voidrealms.net. And now we're going to go to rank info. So there's in-game ranks and actual donator ranks. These are the ones you pay for, and then the in-game ranks are the ones that you earn with power level. Now, these ranks are really important because you can get most of the perks that you would get by donating in the in-game ranks. So this is the first here. It's actually rank 2, so you need 10 power level for these perks. So you can store 2 pets, you get kit 2. So if you do /kit, you can do donator kits or rank kits. and let's say I issued rank 1. Those are the items you get. Or you can actually look in the chests here, and it'll show you. Obviously, the more ranks you go up, the better the items will be, and rank X, of course, is the best. This is currently the featured rank, which is the highest rank in the game. You can make yourself into any mob disguise, you can heal yourself, you can fly, fix your items so you don't need an anvil, and you can also change spawners, which is really important. So you would just follow this to donate, and you can donate to get any of these ranks, and you can also buy keys, mystic keys and legend keys. I'm going to go to the tutorial room, which will explain more about Slime Fun, which I'll get to in another video. And here are your basic machines. So pretty much if you don't know how to build something just from the guide, it'll kind of show you a little layout here for the most common ones on how to build them. And it may seem really confusing at first, but it does get easier once you start working with it. So your kit tutorial you only get once, but your Slime Fun guide you can get as many times as you'd like. You do /SF guide and you can follow that, and then there is slime armor, pretty much just more OP items in the game. There are also fruit trees in the game, which is great for food, and you can actually put down leaves and it'll grow some fruit, which is pretty cool. And you can grow your own fruit trees, and I think they look so cute. Now we're going to start our adventure. Like I said before, you can do /RTP and it'll randomly teleport you somewhere in the world. So as you can see, I'm flying around, and you can choose any of these areas to start. Here's some fruit trees, and there's someone's build so far. And another thing about this game, you cannot grief anybody. So that means you can't go ahead and take what's not yours. So if something looks like it's been lived in or worked on or has signs, I would not mess with it because it is punishable. So I'm going to go ahead and do /RTP since it looks like it's pretty crowded over here. /RTP, and it looks like I'm in a dark oak forest. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and find somewhere nice and clear. You can do /RTP every 5 minutes also. So this looks pretty clear. So once you place down a chest, it'll claim the blocks around it. Not many, but you can always extend it. If you do /kit and go to extra kits, so there's claim kit, which is the golden shovel, and you get that so you can claim more blocks around you. And then there's inspect kit, and you use that to see if anyone's claimed the land that you're on. And then there's the tutorial kit. So I'm going to go ahead and get claim kit and inspect. So here is the shovel, and it says I can claim up to 32 more blocks. Now we're going to go ahead and use the inspect kit to see. No one has claimed this block, and since I already have claimed land, the chest thing only works once where it claims the land around you, so it's not going to claim any of this. So I put down a chest just to give an example. Another trick before we start claiming land is /claim, and here will be claiming help, which there is a video on how to claim land if this is still a little bit confusing. And then you can abandon claims here. You can change your claims modes. You can trust players onto it so they can edit your house or your chests. And you can buy claim blocks, which is really important because you only start off with a certain amount, and sometimes you want to have a little bit more space. There's claims info, which gives you, I think, the coordinates of your claims, and then the ignore players. So I have 2 claims right now, and these are the coordinates to them, and it tells me how many blocks each one is. So I'm going to go ahead and buy some more claim blocks. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to click on a corner, and it's going to start your claim, which will be a diamond block, and then you're going to go ahead and go a little bit far and claim the other corner. So now you're going to see this golden glowstone, which is not really there, but it kind of shows you the borders of your claim. So anything inside or on this cannot be touched by anyone else unless you give them permission. So I can go ahead and place another chest here and no one can get in it. You don't have to put private signs or anything. So that's how you go ahead and claim land. And if you wanted to resize it, you click on the glowstone and you can go ahead and stretch it out just like that. And if I want to do this side, I click here and I can resize for all the corners. So you just click and then replace it. And it'll inform you if you need more claim blocks, which you can do /claim to buy more. And that's pretty much the basics of claiming. So the next thing I'm going to go ahead and show you is how to earn some money. And I find the easiest way is to mine. So I'm going to go ahead and find somewhere that's pretty deep. And I have a god pickaxe, which is found in legendary crates, or you can go ahead and buy it from someone if they're selling it. And it's super easy to mine blocks. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the chat so that way you can see my power level go up as I mine. Okay, so I'm in this cave and I'm going to go ahead and start mining. As you can see, it breaks a lot of the blocks around you. So I'm going to go ahead and keep going down. And I think coal is a great way to earn money because you get a lot of it, especially with a good fortune pickaxe. And it's really common to find. And these emeralds here that are dropping are gems. So as you guys can see, while I'm mining, my power level is going up and it'll give you a little notification in your chat. See? And I went up 1, so it's 874, and it'll go up to 875. And that adds to your power level on the right, which contributes to your rank, and you'll automatically rank up, so you don't have to do /rank up or anything like that. So if you're out of inventory space, you can't pick up gems even though they don't take up space in your inventory. So as you can see, all of these blocks are kind of like floating around. So a cool trick is to do /condense. At a certain rank you get this command, which is so helpful, and it makes them all into blocks, and you can sell that still. So I'm going to go ahead and collect any gems, and I'm going to keep doing condense. So that way you can add there. And you can also do, I forgot which rank this is. It'll say at warp ranks, but it's /sell cobble. And it sells all the cobblestone in your inventory, which is so amazing. Okay, so now I'm going to get out of here and go to warp shop. Okay, so now I'm at warp shop, so I can sell my ores. And you can also sell your cobblestone here, so don't worry about it. And it's over here. Selling 8 at a time is a little bit time consuming, so if you crouch and click, it can sell 64 at once. So I'm going to go ahead and uncondense these. And it may seem like it takes a really long time, but if you get a good pickaxe, it'll work. And also another thing is farming. If you get soul sand, you can do nether wart farms and sugarcane farms. It's right here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and sell that, whatever I have left. There's also ender chests everywhere, which is helpful. This is the entrance of the shop. So if you just go right here, they have god apples, dragon eggs, beacons, skulls, experience, which you can buy in /shop, like this. And then they have spawners. In Adventure Server, you can find spawners pretty easily because there's a lot of mine shafts and dungeons. All you need is a pickaxe of containment, and it looks like this, and you make it with the slime fun. So I can show you here where to get the recipe. And you go to slime fun, and you go to tools, and it should be right here. Pickaxe of containment. Click on it, and it gives you the whole recipe on how to craft it. And that's pretty much it. You cannot use a silk touch because it will break it. I believe only infinity rank can change spawners. And what I mean by that is I'll show you. These say that they're broken, but if you do /ss space change and then the mob, let's say cow, it'll change it into a regular spawner. It still says it's broken, but it'll work. The only spawner you cannot change it to is an iron golem spawner. So you have to buy these in shop, and they're 750,000. So all of the commands I use in this video will be in the description and in the forum post that I have on Void Realms. And I'll go ahead and make a sky prison video.